How far exactly does looks get you into a relationship? When it comes to a long-term type thing, does it make you the head of a household? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a viral tweet from Daily Loud. Well, Daily Loud posted it because I couldn't find the original tweet. But we're going to be taking a look at that. We're going to be taking a look at a couple top replies. And as always, guys, I would love to know what you guys think about this entire situation down below. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. We're going to get into it in just a second, but I apologize. I was about to say, you might hear something like that. I'm on baby duty right now, and she was sleeping, so I was like, hey, you know what? Let's record some videos. Let's record some content. And then this one decided to wake up with hiccups, and now she's falling asleep, and she's waking up to her own hiccups. So you might hear that a couple times throughout the video. She's almost asleep. It was almost perfect time to sit down and record a video. But anyways, guys, we're going to be taking a look at this viral tweet. The Daily Loud ended up posting it. Now, I did go look for the original profile, and it appears to be privated, assuming that it is the same profile. So this woman believes her man should submit to her simply because she is beautiful. And this tweet went mega viral, right? All I'm bringing to the table is my looks. I do what I want. You do what you're told. I am the head of the household. And of course, again, just the pretty much the same thing in the original tweet over here. We have all I'm bringing to the table is my looks. My beauty alone will get you hooked. I do what I want. You do what you're told. A man must submit to me. I am the head of the household. There is a lot to break down throughout this. So guys, as always, I would love to know what you guys think down below. But today we're going to be taking a look at some other tweets from some top replies to this. I'm going to give my 2 cents on everything. Again, this is what we do over here at the Clenversations channel. We take a look at all things viral and bring the conversation with everybody. But I think the important thing to note is this kind of attitude is becoming more and more mainstream. I would say you can see, of course, the girl, she's like, I mean, she's not the greatest thing in the world, of course, but she is a very, very decent looking woman, right? Like, so you can see that Instagram has inflated the ego of a lot of people in general, not even just girls, not even just guys. Well, I mean, like, how can we lie to ourselves over here? But let's take a look at a couple replies to this entire thing. Let's take a look at one of the top replies out of the entire thing, and that being there's 0% chance a real man would give her 5 seconds of his time. Now, that's, I'm kind of at this point over here, you'd be surprised, but then again, the type of person who really would give that type of girl attention where it's like, hey, you must submit to me. I'm the head of the household because all I'm bringing is my looks. And I'm not sitting here and I'm not one of those guys because there are so many people here where it's like, oh, my girl needs to bring this, and this. Like, I'm over here like, hey, we need respect. We need her to be nice. I need her to be motherly. You know, I'm looking to have a child, of course. Like, that's how my wife ends up fitting. And there's less on my book than there is for a lot of people in this world. But it's an interesting idea to talk about the idea of real men giving her time because real men obviously wouldn't deal with that type of attitude. Real men are typically the head of the household. Well, not even typically. Real men are the head of the household. And a real man also appreciates and respects a beautiful woman, but not when a beautiful woman has a huge, giant ego. Let's continue on over to the next reply over here. Only a man who doesn't see past physical attribute will fall for this. Men who are interested in women with brain and substance to help them forge a successful and meaningful future will have nothing to do with women like this who just think everything is about them. The unfortunate reality of the situation is she's going to get a lot of guys in this sense. And the reason that she's developed this type of attitude is because it has probably been, well, not even probably, I don't want to say, let's go back and look at her. This girl with her attitude, she has been definitely successful with this because look at her, we've reached a point in society where men are so weak that it doesn't matter how they're treated. All it matters is, oh my God, she's beautiful, and they'll do anything. They'll kiss the ground that she walks on just to even have a conversation with these people. But the tweet honestly is more right than in the fact that hey, anybody who wants to forge a successful and meaningful future will just take off. There's not even fixing anybody like that. It's just, okay, this is definitely not the person for me. I want to bring you over to another tweet, which is very, very interesting over here. And it's by Status Culture. We're getting ready to experience a generation raised on Instagram. It will be the most narcissistic, self-centered generation in human history. I don't even know if we're getting ready to experience it. Yeah, here we go. The reply over here, getting ready. It's here. I'm interested to see a couple more replies. Okay, there's only one more reply after that. They're going to be alone and bitter because we're going overseas. Okay, that's a conversation for another time, but it's entirely true. And this is what I worry about, especially because, of course, I just had my daughter. She is 2 months old. And now how am I supposed to navigate a world for my child when the kid is raised on Instagram? I can only do so far and to take it away, but the kids will find ways to get on it. And on top of that, me shielding my daughter from that isn't going to shield the rest of the world. We are about to, as this tweet says, we're getting ready to experience a generation raised on Instagram. This is entirely true. It will be the most narcissistic, self-centered generation in human history. It's kind of already here. it's only going to get worse as time goes on. And it is scary. It is very, very scary. I keep saying, man, this society is going downhill. Now, I want to bring you over to one more tweet over here because this is the unfortunate reality of the situation. This is probably a fetish for men. It's true. You're seeing a rise in it right now. You're seeing a rise in guys who absolutely love to be like crazy, crazy dominated by women. You're seeing a rise in men who, well, you're seeing a rise in simps, guys, who will kiss the ground that any girl walks on just for a chance to be talked to them. They like being talked down to. They don't want to be men. Men are not being men anymore. Men don't want to take charge. No, why can't the women ask me out? You know, those types. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to pursue the girl. And now they're pursuing girls for just... Now my baby's sneezing. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Now she's smiling and shutting her eyes. This baby is almost asleep, man. She is almost there. I sat down to record because she was sleeping. I was like, okay, I'll put you in the swing set. I had her over my shoulder, but that's not what the video's about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to move the conversation into something else, but it's insane to me, this entire world, the way that it's going, man, because this girl definitely has this attitude because she's gotten by her whole life with this attitude. All I'm bringing to the table is my looks. My beauty alone will get you hooked. I do what I want. You do what you're told. A man must submit to me. I'm the head of the household. And yeah, you see the rise in this attitude. It's the Instagram generation that's already here, and she appears to be a little bit older. If I had to guess, she's mid-20s. That's my guess, but I'm not even sure. But it's crazy, man, because girls are growing up with Instagram at like, what, 8 years old now, 10 years old? Kids are getting on Instagram. Kids are getting on social media. I am so worried, to bring the conversation back to my own daughter over here, I am so worried about the world that she's going to grow up in, because this is nothing new. This is nothing new. The only reason that this tweet probably went viral is because she happened to hit the certain community on Twitter that will give her a little bit of pushback in that, but even in then, the people online are probably just secretly one of the people who will walk beneath her, you know? She'll, oh, you could be the head of my household, miss, you know? Like, everybody replying to that probably actually feels the same way, so it's ridiculous, man. I'm very sad for the way just men in general are headed in this direction, and you know what? If she can get by on her looks, you can't blame her, man. You can't blame her, because if she has had her whole life given to her, she's had her whole life with guys just bowing down to her, and she's probably one of those girls with her phone. Like, if somebody is this far posting something like that, she's probably one of the girls where it's like, oh, Uber in her phone, you know, those types of girls. So you can't really blame her. It's the society that she grew up around, and it's only a matter of time before a lot of people in this society are going to end up like her, because again, it's the men's problem. It's men's fault. It's because men are encouraging behavior like this, and I really don't blame this woman. It's a scary world, guys. Very, very scary world. Let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Why this tweet in particular do you think went viral? Do you think it went viral just because of the way this girl looks? I would love to know what you guys think down below. Thank you very, very much for watching. Check out this video on screen right now where we talk more about the world and trending, about what's going on today over here, guys. I will see you over there. Take care.